A couple of days ago on the SGP forums, user WayneH asked an interesting question. He says, hey, I've got this 2-panel mosaic. Now I wish I'd done a 2x2, a 4-panel. Is there any way I can edit or add panels to a mosaic? I saw this and I thought, I don't believe there is. I don't believe anything in SGP allows you to edit an existing mosaic. So I went and looked, couldn't find anything. Apparently nobody else had found anything either, judging from the lack of replies. So I thought, man, there's got to be a way to do this. And there is. There's kind of a manual, multi-step way to do this. So I tested it out, seemed to work okay, started writing a big long response to Wayne, and it became pretty much indecipherable. At that point I said, video time. So we'll begin with an example mosaic I've made here of NGC 7000. Now I've simulated that I've got a little progress made already on my 2 targets here, about 12 frames in. And about now I've decided, man, I wish I had a couple of extra frames here on this target, maybe a couple of frames to the north to get more of this nebulosity and dark dust up here. But as we discussed, there's really no way in Framing in Mosaic Wizard to do this. There's nothing that says, let me edit this mosaic. There's no menu option that says, fetch a previous mosaic and change it or anything like that. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to fool it a little bit. We're actually going to make a new mosaic, but we're going to make sure that one of its panels is centered exactly where one of the existing panels is, and then we can move it around and adjust it as we need to. To do that, we're going to take the RA and declination from one of our existing panels. Now I'm going to choose number 2 because I think left to right. I don't really know what SGP thinks when it makes a mosaic, but I'm going to choose panel number 2 and take the RA and declination from that panel and copy them over here into Notepad. Now we'll start a new mosaic, and rather than selecting a target or an image to fetch our field, we'll select an RA and a declination, and we'll use the RA and declination from our existing panel 2 as the center of our new 5-degree field. So we'll go fetch that field there. We'll adjust the histogram a little bit so we can see what we're doing. And we'll turn on these crosshairs. Notice now the center of this new field is right on the head of the pelican, just like panel 2 from the previous mosaic was. So we know the center of this new field is centered on one of our panels from before. Now I'm going to draw a rectangle that'll be 4 panels. I really don't care where it is. I just need a 4-panel rectangle that I can drag down here and use the handy little square number 4, let's zoom in here a little bit so we can really see what we're doing, as kind of a centering marker. And I'm going to get this panel, there we go. So now the center of what is now panel 4 is right in the same place as what used to be the center of panel number 2. Now the trick here at this point,
nice dissolve.
Thanks, Barf. So yeah, I had cut about 2 or 3 more minutes of video explaining how you would want to append these new targets to your sequence and then reorder things and rename things and delete other things just so you could preserve the progress you'd made on frames 1 and 2 from your earlier sequence. And then I realized that's kind of stupid since we can just edit the progress of these new targets. So we're going to go ahead and create a new sequence here. We'll call it NGC 7000. We're going to replace the targets in that sequence. And that's done. And now we have targets 1 through 4 in our new NGC 7000 sequence. And for 2 and 4, well, what are now 2 and 4, which were 1 and 2 previously, we were shooting loom at 10 minutes. And we were going to do 50 of them. And we had already done 12. So we'll just come over here, edit progress, tell it we've done 12. We can do the same thing for target 4. And then we've got our 4-panel mosaic with our progress from our first 2 frames still preserved. And we're off and running. So Wayne, I hope this helped you out. And for you subscribers out there that may be wondering where part 2 of the tour series is, don't worry, I'm cutting audio for that this weekend. It should be up soon. Thanks everybody. Have a great day.